Hello. Another day, another stream, right? um, so I got here a little bit early today. Actually, I'm really bad about punctuality, so trying to do better. Which was easier today because I was already kind of like started a little bit. I had to. Well, I didn't have to. I was making a video for the Instagram. And that took up quite a bit because I edited down an hour and a half of me just painting off stream on my own. I edited an hour and a half down to a less than 30-second video. So there was a lot of trimming, like me sitting here thinking about like where I want to stick some paint. And anyway, after I spent all the time editing that video, which happened to be of this painting, I went back to this painting and it took a whole other turn. So compared to the video, this painting now looks dramatically different. I mean, still, all I worked on was the background sky or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's definitely different from what the video that I put on Instagram today was showing. Whatevs. So anyway, I've layered onto this to the point now where I really need to just like give it a rest. Otherwise, I'm gonna overwork the paint. Like I kind of already got into that hole today, and I managed to dig myself out. I just kind of wiped away, I don't know, like 2 layers of paint, and was just like, okay, try again. And where we ended up is right here. So yeah, I'm gonna let this one have a break. I mean, I'm glad that I got to at least let it make an appearance, just because it was still already on my little workstation here. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over to one of the other 2 Halloween or fall, whatever you want to call them. I mean, yeah, they're all Halloween themed. I mean, you got a bat cat, some ghosts, and you got bees dressed as ghosts. So they're all Halloween. They're not even just like fall. It's straight on spooky time. Because that's what's most fun, really. Anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over my chat here. I'm gonna see the ghosts or the bat cat. Give you guys a minute to decide. Bat cat or the ghost trio? Bat cat? Okay. I'll bring Bat Cat over. It is kind of annoying to paint the ghosts anyway, because I made the impulsive, creative decision to paint it like on a diagonal, so it's sitting on its corner, and it's a challenge. Pluck it off of my little wall of shelves. I love my little light wall. I have these like plexiglass shelves that are like a translucent purple, and there's like a curtain of not quite fairy lights. They're a little bit bigger than fairy lights. Anyway, it gives my whole like studio here a nice little like warm, cozy light. Is that I have an entire wall. It's like just lights and paintings on shallow little shelves, and then there's a sign that my dad got me that like a little stall was selling somewhere where he had a job. It has my name on it. Okay, so the next logical step on this painting is tackling this moon and all of its craters and pits and texture. So it's gonna be a lot of black and white paint today. You guys ready for a lot of black and white paint? Paint this moon? don't need any of these brush. Well, I shouldn't just leave paint on them though. You just wipe off these brushes real quick. I'll switch to chatting while I do that. Like, you guys really need to see me just paint off these brushes real quick. I'm not gonna spend time doing like a whole cleaning session with the brushes I was using today on that other painting, but I'm just gonna wipe off the majority of the paint and then let them sit in my brush tank. You're just gonna chill. Oh, I like this song. My favorite fell apart. I keep forgetting it needs to be super glued, but I can't super glue it back together until it's like clean and any mineral spirits have evaporated out of the brush, because that will just prevent the super glue from adhering. I mean, anytime I have to repair a paintbrush, it's always temporary anyway. They all eventually fall apart on me. Especially the ones that are my favorites. I use the most often, so they get cleaned the most often and abused the most often. My brushes, if they were people, they would be just the most masochistic people. Loving the attention they're getting, but it's just straight up abuse. Like, I take care of my paintbrushes, but it doesn't negate the fact that when they're being used, no cakewalk for them. But I think if my paintbrushes were getting used, they would be sad. If they were people, that is. With feelings. When you start humanizing your paintbrushes, that might be a sign that you're spending a little too much time alone. I mean, I'm kind of just okay with being alone. Like, I like company, but doesn't necessarily make me want to go and be in a room full of people. Straighten out my little napkins here. Dry up any wet paint, or I stick my hand in it and get it on my computer or any of my other equipment here. Sorry for any people shaking. Okay. Down to business. Oh. Moon. This moon. Where am I gonna put the paint? Moon. Got a bunch of wet paint here from today. The only option is really up there. Let's see if this palette keeps its balance the same way, but down. I mean, there really is no right way up or down, I guess, but wet paint blows your mind. It gets it. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so wet paint getting everywhere makes you explode. You're just lucky that I managed to keep it in this room and on my own clothes. So be thankful for that. Alright, what paint I want to use? I think I want to use this one. It looks a little bit frayed until it gets paint on it, and then it's just one of the best brushes ever. These, what are they called? Princeton 10 out of 0. Whatever. I think they're technically watercolor brushes, but that's one of my toxic artist traits is that I prefer watercolor brushes over oil brushes most days. Who needs to use the correct paintbrush anyway, really? Like, a brush is a brush, right? Rules? Where we're going, we don't need rules. And if you didn't get the reference, that was Doc from Back to the Future, except he says roads. I just happen to feel that way about rules, especially when it comes to art supplies. Although there are some rules that you can't break, like don't ever paint acrylic over oil, for instance. That is one rule that paint will not let you break. All right. I need, nope, picture of an actual moon. That's the one I need right there. I know what's crater and what's ridge. This is a crater, this is a crater. Picture turned the wrong way? Edit. Oh. Edit. I'm just trying to get this picture reference photo of a moon in the correct way on my iPad while I still need to look at my split screen. Okay. There we go. That's the way that I need. We'll just go ahead and crop it a little bit so that it'll show up a little bit bigger on my screen. Black background on it anyway. Okay, there we go. Oh, really cooking. Kind of like smaller little bits. This one dark around. The little whatever. Definitely. Remember the first time I painted a moon? That was... I was nervous because I'd never done something like this where I wanted to get like all the landmarks. The moon. Like I've put a moon in a picture before, but just, you know, like a glowy thing with, you know, the basics. Just a glowy circle with some basic moon-like elements. But to actually paint the moon down to it, you know, I mean, I could probably get more accurate, more detailed, but make it recognizable that like somebody could probably say like, oh, that's this particular landmark. That one is a crater, but it's more of like a gray one. I'm gonna mark that one for that. I'm going to just kind of like outline some of these where it's necessary. Should give me a start at least. Ooh, this is gonna be a tedious stream to watch. Might not have been the best part of this painting to paint on, but I have faith that we can get through this. And is already kind of tired from painting today. Hello, Mav. Welcome, welcome. Painting a moon today. This is the painting that's the bat cat and the spider. Can't really see the spider, but it's over here. It got a little bit blurry doing the background. Yeah, like a gnarly tree, a moon, bat cat here. This one's gonna be fun. I did the background on the last stream. Santo boy. Lord. Kind of getting like the darkest landmark the moon painted in. How's it been me or how's it been Sanzo? Both of you. I think we're doing pretty good. Enzo had work today. I'm a little bit fried today because I spent a lot of time editing some painting footage down for Instagram. And I know that making content to be able to show my art is a privilege. Like, I don't take that for granted, but it really just irks me. Like, even when I was in school, I really didn't sit in front of the computer for art. But yeah, I edited down like an hour and a half of me working on this painting from yesterday, an hour and a half of footage. Working on this one. Oh, sorry, you can't really see it. Edited down some footage from that down to less than 30 seconds. Because like long videos, they just don't do well on a lot of social media, which is fair. Like, who wants to, I mean, unless you're going to be sitting here with somebody to, back and forth with, to interact with, it's kind of hard to just sit there for a long video that's looking at the same subject matter. But the really funny part about that one is that, that painting doesn't even look the same as the video. Like, I did the video, I posted it, and then I went back to working on that painting earlier today before I came on stream, and it kind of took a turn. I think I just overworked the paint, and it looked bad, and the lighting in it was off. Just some of it just didn't make sense, and I got frustrated, and I wiped a bunch of it away with a paper towel, and I redid it. And I'm pretty happy with it now. I'm trying not to be as perfectionistic about these smaller paintings. Like, why am I gonna overthink the background if the these their little sheet ghost costumes are the real, star of the show? Background's just a background. But if you couldn't quite read that one or tell what was on it because of all the smears in the background, it's a large, like serious looking bee, like a honeybee, which I think it might actually be a queen based on its size and proportions. And it's asking what the other three what they're supposed to be, and they reply that they're boobies because they're little bees dressed as ghosts. And I thought that was just the cutest pun. I came across it one day. I was like, okay, if there's a time to do something cute and spooky and funny and not take it too seriously, it's this. So, yep. And then I have a third painting that I'm doing alongside these. That's it's just three really simple, like kind of cartoony little sheet ghosts. One is like holding like an old-fashioned lantern. The other is holding a jack-o'-lantern, and it's like looking at like a poison apple. Like, you know how you get like caramel apples sometimes in like our kids receive caramel apples during trick-or-treating? It's kind of like that, but it's made to look like the poison apple from Snow White. I mean, it's tiny. It's like the size of an eraser because it's a small painting. A pencil eraser. But it's real cute. And then the one in the middle of those two, it just looks really nervous, like it's got its like little hands up. It's like a ghost that's like, what are you holding? A ghost that's like, look at what I found. It's a little weird. And then the other one is just in between them, like, oh no, I'm so worried about what's happening right now. They all look very concerned. With varying levels of anxiety, I guess. I don't know. I'll bring it over in a minute. It's not as easy to paint, especially on stream, because I decided to paint it in this orientation. So it's a little frustrating to do on stream because I have to like kind of hold it up with one hand and kind of gets in the way of the camera just a little bit. But it is a really fun painting, and I don't want to like keep it all to myself, so. If y'all start hearing my voice get scratchy, remind me to take a sip of a beverage. I always have more than one. If I get quiet for a second, it's kind of a tedious step in this painting. But other than that, I think we're doing okay. I did get like kind of scared about money stuff and made a job application the other day. I made a job application to be a customer service manager at the nearest Michael's craft store. Again, I'm not going to do full-time because I cannot manage a full-time job and art and, you know, showing up for stream. I can't do all three. Like, either I would end up doing, I don't know, just games, which wouldn't be very entertaining for stream because I'm not a very good gamer. Not really interested in a lot of popular games. Or I would end up not doing stream and keeping on doing art, and my art would just never get out. I made an application to be a part-time manager at a Michael's craft store. I have no manager experience whatsoever, so it might be a gamble, might be a long shot. But I figure if I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit, I might as well not be the bottom of the barrel, right? Well, see, I would normally be really scared of working with anything customer service related, but I used to be a dog groomer. I was a dog groomer for 2+ years, and I got exposed to every shade of Karen there is. And I'm not scared of that anymore. Because honestly, it has more to do with the people you have working with you and over you than anything else. Because if they're going to back you up, then a customer that just wants to have some sort of power play over you, they're not going to make any headway. So I'm not scared of that anymore. I used to be. I so much, and I'll probably still experience a fair amount of anxiety in a job like that. Um, I'm probably never going to be able to stop the nervous sweats that I get in certain situations where I sweat through my clothes. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, who knows? I might not even get a call back, and art wise, things blow up for me, and I get make some headway there, and I don't even need a job. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, right, folks? For service is always scary, to be honest. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it won't be. What is that thing that's going around now where people say if you I don't know, just do it scared or whatever, something like that. I just feel like if I went into something entry level again, it would really like impact my my self-worth and self-esteem. So rather than have that battle with myself, I would rather battle with some bitchy customer instead. Got something lined up for the winter, but need a new job for the rest of the year. Gotcha. Well, I hope it works out. I hope it works out for all of us, man. Crazy times we live in. I don't think that's ever going to change because people have been saying that since I can remember hearing grown-ups talk about their lives. So everything's just always going to be fucked up, The new job is starting to get more mentally taxing. Worth. Yep. I feel you. I mean, that was part of what pushed me out of being a dog groomer. I felt like I was sacrificing quality time at home. And then on top of that, my managers came to me and they were like, we can no longer accommodate a Monday through Friday schedule. And I was like, well, I can't make compromises any more than I already have in my personal life. So you're going to have to find somebody else. So if this is that crater and then it's like a hill. No. Sounds like Sanzo is schooling somebody on a game in the next room. I can even hear him through my headphones. You love the job you do, but the effort you put into the job feels like it's rarely mentioned in a little. Like, you get paid 50 cents more than what the new hires are being paid. You worked there for 5 years, and yeah, that's not good. I had a similar thing kind of going on before I left my dog groomer job. I was making less than like the position that you get hired as to like start. So like the company I was working for, you get hired as somebody that just does bathing, and then you work your way up from that. And I was getting paid like, I don't know, 75 cents less an hour than somebody that was just doing baths after I had gone to the school to do haircuts. So I was owed 2 annual raises, and I was owed a raise for going to the like haircut academy that the company puts you through. Which, like, my bosses at the time, they were cool. They got it all straightened out. And we managed to do it in a way that, like, I didn't have to, like, fight with HR about back pay and stuff. So it all came out fair. Like, I had good managers at that store. It was the corporate side of it that was a problem. But you're probably getting paid the same amount. In reality, you asked for a raise. They said they would give you one, but later found out how much the others were. Yeah, that's the thing about employers. They like don't want employees to talk about money or whatever. Because a lot of places, they ask you when they hire you, like, what is your expected compensation? And I always try to like ask like way over what is reasonable, because they're gonna try and lowball you. They're gonna hope that you're asking for the lowest. Like, that's why they ask you first, because they want you to like make the mistake of not asking for enough. Not that that's what you did, but that is a hiring practice that I'm aware of. Which I think is just really, really greasy of employers to do. Like, somebody's humble and reasonable and they get penalized, and somebody else who is, has an inflated ego, but they don't put in nearly as much work, they get paid more just because they asked for more when they got hired. But there's something I'm noticing with like some companies is that they'll actually put the pay ranges for the position that you're applying for in the application. So you're aware of what people in that position are getting paid. I mean, 17 an hour isn't terrible. I can definitely understand wanting more after 5 years of working there. Like 100%. 5 years with no raise, that's bullshit. last time I painted a moon, I did it very like celestial and spacey kind of. So it was like I used like pearlescent and like bright white. This time I think I want to do like a harvester's moon, kind of yellowy, golden moon almost. I swear, Uber Eats and DoorDash, they have like a sensor or something in my watch that senses when I'm hungry because they send me ads whenever my stomach starts growling. I mean, I'm always saying that on stream that I'm hungry. It's my own fault because I properly plan before I know it's time to stream. Actually, I wanna bring the other moon that I painted over here, just so there's like a frame of reference that I've actually painted one of these before. Some people might remember it actually. This one. Push this back a little bit. I guess when I varnished this, something got stuck in it. Which is probably why it's a permanent installation in my personal collection, is that it has some flaws in it. One of the stars is crooked. Got something fuzzy and sticky stuck in it. There's no telling. You live and you learn. Also, like, the varnish on that one isn't really perfect. So. Cat and the spider. But yeah, I mean, long story short about being a dog groomer was I had a lot of reasons to leave that job, personal and work related. And once they were like, we can't do Monday through Friday for you anymore, that was the end of it for me. Get in the way of my work-life balance, and I'm gonna cut you off right then and there. I mean, I wasn't a total jerk. I did, put in a full 1 month's notice and everything. Sometimes I miss it. Definitely a job of passion. You don't just accidentally end up in that job. In that job because you really want to spend time with dogs. Anybody that knows me knows that I love some doggos. Oh, already an hour into stream. I feel like I haven't done anything. Or that goes when you're on a tedious part of a painting, I guess. Drink some, or I'll feel better. I don't think I drink anything except for coffee and green tea all day, so I should probably drink some more water. I think that's why my brain is feeling kind of foggy and a little nauseous today. Streaming's been going really good lately for me. Like, I've had such a good time streaming the last few streams to the point that I've even been a little bit tempted to stream more often, like more times a week. Maybe not art every time, but part of it is, spending more time at home since I did quit my job. It's been really nice to come here and find nice people. Ways to have company without having to, deal with quite so much direct social interaction. A lot more relaxing. Basically, I'm just really thankful. That one is a hill. I kind of myself up with this tree branch. Oops. Lighter. I have to figure out what's light and dark out of my sketch. Everything's fine. It's just... There's something really comforting about a bright moon. No, don't start making noise now. Bless you. Mabel. She's extra barky. Was pretty quiet there for a little bit after we had her teeth cleaned and had a couple extractions. So it was a little bit more mellowed out for a little bit, but she is almost completely done healing up. Stitches are starting to dissolve. She is really getting back to her old self, which is a good thing, but I kind of miss her being mellow. My computer. Hello, Miss Spoiled Pants herself. Are you visible on the camera? Maple. She this year, just this year, she wins the award for most financially or no for most medically expensive child this year. almost to the point where I can switch to a bigger paintbrush and speed it up a little bit. I can still feel my focus slipping a little bit, so I might have to go and grab a little snack to have on stream. I don't particularly love eating on stream, but it might be. Ooh. Yeah, I'm crashing. I'm crashing hard. I'm gonna go and get a snack with a little bit of salt in it. Might settle my stomach a little better. Be right back. Yeah, I'm crashing a little bit. So got some trail mix. They are everywhere. What's everywhere? So yummy trail mix. But yeah, I don't know, nauseous person, whatever may be the cause. If you're feeling kind of nauseous, eat something with a little bit of salt. I don't know what it is, but something with salt in it will settle your stomach. Sugar, on the other hand, will do the opposite. At least it does for me. Like, if I'm nauseous, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll eat something, I'll feel better. If it's anything that's sweet, it'll make it worse. I mean, with the exception of, like, a blood sugar crash. Like, if you got low blood sugar, eat something with sugar in it, please. It's also not, like, generally good practice to be eating while using a lot of the supplies that I'm using here, but if you don't tell, I won't tell. I used to get in trouble in painting classes back when I was still in school for eating in the studio. You're really not supposed to. A lot of this stuff is just, if you ingest it, it's not good for you. I feel like sometimes I make really funny faces when I'm painting. Like when I'm concentrating. I hope I'm not making like really weird, ugly faces, but I think sometimes I am. Which, I mean, to be fair, I'm sure it's entertaining for you guys, but embarrassing for me. be like a good emote, I think, whenever I have the chance to put some up. A concentrating emote. Me making like a real funny face, like my tongue sticking out or something. Sometimes the focus is real. Sometimes the focus is part of the struggle bus. When I'm actually in a stream is kind of the only time I ever get ideas, ways to improve. I don't know if it's just like hard for me to like tap into that frame of mind when I'm not here or what. Oh, son of a bitch. That Cat and the Spider almost sounds like the name of a band. It's like a two-person band. Like was it Almond and Oats or something? And I don't know that Sonny and Cher counts as a two-person band. They were like a singing act or something. Song performers. I don't know if they would be considered a band though. I don't know about enough about music. My enjoyment and knowledge of music is much more passive and visual. I know Paint. about it. Good little dream. Ugh. I hate when I make a mistake. For some reason, when I have to paint like a really precise round edge, it's easier if it's above and whatever. Just easier from this angle. This happens to be the angle that I have the most control for some. Sound precise. It's just finish this outline. Yeah, I'm a good painter, but painting a mostly accurate moon is a challenge. Not to be taken lightly. It would be easier on a larger scale, but who am I to do anything easy? All right, an outline on a moon. We did it. We did it. Oh. Okay, turn it right side up again. Reward myself with a cashew. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Just fixed it. I'm gonna mess up and like accidentally let mineral spirits drip in my tea or something. Ah, success. Oh my god. Okay. Just finish what you're doing. Fix a mistake later. Okay. I can't with all these brushes just sitting in this brush. Part of the problem. feels like the stream is going by really fast. I have the work to show for it though. My hair's dry enough. I don't have to up anymore. Relax a little bit. There's tedious paintings are like the hardest to get through, but the most rewarding. So, do I do any other kind of painting besides tedious? I think the answer might be no. Be the queen of tedious. So that is one of the reasons why I choose oil over mediums. Work with it the longest. It's important. You're gonna be tedious about it. I mean, hair's gonna get in my painting no matter what. I have 3 pets, but like not actively hair. We're going for quality here, right? Wonder what other songs are rotation. I'm not feeling it either. Nope. And Stacy. It goes with the moon. Quite Halloweeny though. Pretty sure the last time I painted a moon, I was like, never again, at least not on a small scale. The next time I paint a moon, what do I do? Well, promises are made to be broken, aren't they? at least promises to ourselves, maybe. I don't be breaking. I don't break promises to. I also don't make promises to other people. It's like it's. Maybe I should just put higher value on the promises. Either that or just not casually promise myself anything. Probably just a good practice in general, not to make casual promises. Dogs is just knocked out right next to me. Good old Nepperoonie. Pre-dinner nap. They get their little evening serving of food, their dinner, right after I usually get off a stream. Which I mean, I still have a ways to go. It's true they will let me know it's time. Used to be my cat that let me know it was dinner time, but then I don't know. Dogs, I guess they wised up and they got even more aware of the schedule than he did. Now they're the ones that whine and complain and it's dinner time. I shouldn't. No, she's not listening. But if I say that too many times, they might start especially in that tone of voice, that long tone of voice. I talk to them. Mixed up here. It's really hard in this area because a lot of the stuff that I'm like using like as landmarks behind the cat. The bat cat. Hard to keep everything straight. Oh well. Make a mistake, I can always paint over it. Go for broke. Okay, this is turning into green. Not the color I want. Okay, that's better. My other naughty artist habit is I mix with my brushes. So let's see, what was the other one we figured out earlier? Oh, I like brushes that aren't intended for oil paint, and I mix with my brushes. So double whammy on the brushes. I'm so mean to them, but they love it. So it was yellow shadow color. Magic combination. Enjoy a lucky number is. Kind of figured my lucky number was either a 1 or 7. I don't know why. I just like those numbers. One of my like all-time favorite artists was interested in numerology. Well, Margaret Keane. I aspire to be my own version. Painting well into her old age. Pretty sure she painted every day until she passed, which was recently, so. I think she lived to be in her 90s. Mm-hmm. I just hope I never stop making art. Whether art takes me anywhere or not, I stay with it or stays with me or whatever art does. I'm so excited to paint the cat on here later. Like, I think that's part of what motivates me to get through a painting is like, yeah, you got to get through the background and everything because it all kind of lays on top of itself. It, you know, layered in that three-dimensional realistic effect. But like, I use that to help me continue my paintings. Okay, there's this really cool part I want to paint, but I can't paint it until I paint this, you know, difficult, tedious part. I get this out of the way first. How it works. I want to take a break from that color. I'm gonna fill in some more of my shadows for a little while. Being so cute. Doggo. Her face isn't visible to the camera. You can only see like from her shoulder to her tail. I would switch over to chatting and let her have a little camera time, but she's so comfy where she is. I don't want to disturb her. We're all still hanging out towards the end. Definitely. Does not feel like 3 hours worth, or well, 2.5 hours worth of work. Or it doesn't look like 2.5 hours worth. Certainly feels like. I'm just crashing hard today. I watched the same video of myself painting. I can't even count how many times today, and it's just like burned into my brain. I got fried brains. Maybe it doesn't look like 3 hours worth of work because I worked on getting like more outlines and that. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't use my time wisely. Maybe it just feels like I'm doing it turtle pace compared to my other painting that I was working on. Different, just a background. It wasn't painting any real defined subject matter on that. Gonna get tedious soon though. Bumblebees to paint on that one. Well, I have one large bee and 3 ghost bees. otherwise known as boobies. Every time I paint a moon, I always think of the song from Mulan. Mysterious as the dark side of moon. I'm totally tone deaf, but you guys know the song. I know somebody here knows. The Disney version of Mulan, the cartoon. Way back when I was but a young whippersnapper. Valley right here. Alright, there's light. Light. Like Yagami. What? No potato chips in here. I'm in my kitchen, which I'm resisting the urge to snack on until I'm sick. Oh, no. No! I forgot what color I had on my paintbrush. Oh, no. See, this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself and then you try to paint. You don't take care of yourself all day and then you try and continue. Fried brain. Ugh. Fried brains are not easy to function with. Possible, but not easy. Anything is possible if you just believe. I'm completely delirious tonight. No structure here. Okay, we are looking for shadows. I'll place some big chunk of here and oh no, I'm wrong. I'm missing a bunch of giant. Listen to me. Maybe I need to, yeah, I just need to add some more of my lighter values. That's the problem. I think that's where I'm getting confused. Shadow Song, what's up? Let's see, do I want to call you Shadow or do I want to call you Song for short? What's that? I think I'm gonna nickname you Shadow, if that's cool. As a painter, you prefer 17? Okay, I'll nickname you 17. Oh, okay, Shadow is fine. Well, we'll just see what falls out of my mouth next. I'm totally delirious, so all of the random things are just bleh. I hope your evening is going well. Shadow 17 Shadow. It's a moon. I mean, it's still early. So, but it's a kind of like a fall harvester moon, so it's gonna be kind of like a yellowy color. I'm using pretty like muted colors right now just to like get everything down. I'm a what? Oh, you're a nerd, so 17 reminds you of Dragon Ball Z. You'll have to explain that reference to me. But yeah, I'm trying to do like an autumn harvester kind of moon thing. I'm using kind of like muted, dirty colors at first, and then I'm gonna gradually brighten things up and add more white and yellow to give it that like really glowy kind of effect. But still like keep things kind of, you know, a little bit on the darker side, because I really want the cat, the tree, or the bat cat, I should say, the bat cat, the tree, and the spider to really I paint those in. So, which I'm really excited to paint the bat cat. But, oh, okay. I do know that reference. I just didn't know it without context. I'm like the Chris Evans memes. I understand that reference. Or it wasn't Chris Evans, it was Captain America, but whatever. Do you know Sanzo from elsewhere by any chance? I might know you more than I think I know you. You. No? Oh, okay. Just being friendly. Sanzo and I have like quite a few mutuals that drop in. Because, well, Sanzo's my husband, so we know a lot of the same people. My day was pretty good. I'm a little like tired and delirious today because I did some video editing for my socials. And video editing kind of just takes it out of me. But otherwise, I'm pretty good. And I can't complain when I got to spend pretty much the whole day painting, so it was a genuine high. It's still rare to find genuine things in this day and age, so. Need another paintbrush. Another one. Remember when I would do larger pieces when I was still in school and stuff? I would paint these paintings that were like 3 feet by 4 feet and stuff. You're excited for the spider? Is that weird? I mean, no, not from you. You like a surprising amount of things spider related. Oh, not weird. Because you like Spider-Man and you also like Kevin Spider. So that's at least 2 things that are unrelated that are spidery that you like. So weird. Excitement is weird, yes. I guess context is important in deciding whether or not that's weird. Oh, I didn't even read it as wired the first time. My brain like automatically switched it around. You wouldn't be too worried about it. And people are just into stuff sometimes. Who am I to say what's weird and what's not? I mean, within reason. I think there are certain things that unanimously we can all agree upon, like, hey, that's kind of weird, dude. I'm not so much into spiders myself. There just happens to be one in my paint related to Halloween, and I like Halloween. Oh yeah, for sure. Anything can be weird based on individual personal preferences. I just mean in the grand scope of Chris. I mean, there's stuff that I think is positively adorable that Stanzo's like, yo, that's weird. Stop it. Weird usually something we don't understand. From my experience, maybe. Although I think people tend to go towards fear when it comes to a lack of understanding. Even if they won't admit it to themselves that they are low-key afraid of something, just because they might not even understand why they're afraid of something. Because, again, like we said, a lack of understanding. After fear comes weird. Yeah, I think before somebody can truly decide that something is in fact actually weird, they need to understand it first. But I mean, most people don't even make it that far. They just reject and never go back to reconsider. And I'm speaking in terms of like people that aren't open-minded about things. What comes after weird? I guess there's two possibilities. There's disdain or an acquired taste. Is it weird that you like mean women? I mean, as long as it doesn't what's the word? As long as it doesn't precede self-destructive behavior. Like liking mean women means that you could be at risk for, you know, attracting toxic people, have a negative impact on your well-being. I don't know. I mean, people have likes and dislikes of every possible range, so as long as you're not being detrimental, or these said mean women are not being detrimental to you, then go and find that I don't know, I guess dominatrix lady that sings the song of your heart. I don't know. I guess the important thing would be that if that is something that interests you, then you just have to be on your guard and take care of yourself. Which is probably just a good practice for most people in general. We all need to love ourselves just a little bit more sometimes. Like, for example, you wouldn't really mind living in a small house beneath a mean woman's foot. Because basically, um, I mean, that's your personal preference. Like I said, as long as you're not to detriment to yourself by being into that, then, you know, as long as you're healthy and happy. And I guess that lady is consenting to whatever relationship you're courting. And there you go. Everybody's happy. I mean, I do know that there are, you know, realms where groups of people that enjoy a level of discomfort. Definitely more accepted than it once was, I'm sure. I don't know about living in an area that you can't properly sit or lay down. That might be did it for a while, you got sick. Well, then that might be, you know, where you draw the line. If you get sick, then maybe you shouldn't do that. See how I say it nice. Yeah, I don't think I would recommend living like that or ever doing anything that involved somebody's actual toilet. And getting food once a day is not good, especially if that's your living situation. I would probably steer clear from situations like that in the future. Yeah, you gotta sleep. I would say that that's probably taking it a little too far if you can't sleep and you're not healthy. I hope I'm not taking a joke too seriously. I feel like I might be getting a joke played on me in this conversation. Yeah, I don't think you should ever do that again. Just because you get sick, that's your only hesitation. Just I don't think I would go down that road, regardless of sickness or anything else. I just don't think I would go there. Everybody's got their kink, but yeah. I don't think that's a healthy one to have. At least taking it that far, anyway. Yes, it's just unhealthy. There you go. That's your answer. Anything that goes into the realm of unhealthy, let's just stay away from that. Okay, yeah. I'm glad you're done with that. I would imagine so. I think most people would get annoyed with that, regardless of how it started. I mean, I imagine you just have to talk about that sometimes, keep it to yourself forever. And who knows, you might make the poor decision of returning. So, if talking about it here keeps you from making any unhealthy choices, then there you go. But if you don't want to talk about it anymore, then I'm not going to complain about not talking about wiping booties anymore. Certainly won't complain. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. And thank you for your appreciation. My little stream cat welcomed you. Oh, I don't have the stream cat on the screen anymore. I forgot. Maybe I should remove that extension since I don't have it on the screen anymore. Kind of forgot about it when I updated my overlays. Or I didn't update them. I bought new ones, I should say. A little misleading, I think. But I updated them. I'm not well versed enough in digital art to make my own stuff for this. Like I dabble in some digital stuff just for myself, but it does not look good. Doesn't look good enough for me to. I do use Fresco to make my sketches, just because it's a little more eco-friendly. I don't have to pay for a bunch of sketchbooks. A little easier on my wallet. I and spend more money on paint and brushes, which is super important. Yeah, I'm mainly traditional art. I do some crafting here and there. The stream is actually what got me it started on a new craft with like little resin things, resin casts. I use it to recycle my paint and make little trinkets and things. I should imagine doing digital art. It would probably be easier to like try and be like a published artist if I did digital more often, but it doesn't click with me. Just I took digital imaging in college, and I did like a basic animation class, and I got through it and I passed the class and everything, but I was so thankful to be done. It just doesn't vibe with me, to be honest. Oh, you mean you don't like it? You don't think art should be digital? My brother's calling me. I'm gonna work a little bit longer, and then I have to get off in a little bit. It is almost time for me to get off anyway. Usually only stream for about 3 hours at a time. I'm gonna do a little bit more here so everything comes out more cohesive. Good stopping point. I'm sure my dogs will start complaining that it's dinner time for them. But I'll be hanging out for a little bit longer because I'm really not at a good stopping point for this, so. I'm checking through here. Hang on. How did I have this like ridge? Carries. Definitely one of those paintings that sort of goes like, this is awesome, this is awful, I'm awful, it's amazing, this is awesome. Like, definitely gonna be one of those paintings that kind of goes up and down for me. Once it's finished, I know it's gonna be so cute that I'm probably gonna be really attached to it. Oh, messed up. Well, I can fix it in a little while. Did I ever put my sound effects in my Stream Deck? I don't think I did. No, I haven't loaded them into the Stream Deck yet. On my to-do list, I just keep forgetting. I think I finally fixed my sound effects extension so that it actually works for my viewers, but I feel bad. Like, I think there were a couple people that triggered it. It like didn't show up. It got chipped. I mean, not like I'm a big enough streamer for like channel points or anything. So it's not like they spent anything, but the expectation was there. That was a while back though. There goes the dinner stampede. I heard Sanzo making their dinner for me. Appreciate. We're texting. What did I say? What did I say about when? I've said quite a few things in the last minute or so. I don't know. Talking about stuff that I need to fix for my stream later that I keep forgetting about, and then I started talking about my little doggos. My stampede for the kitchen. Heard Sanzo getting their food bowl. Goes the earbud letting me know that I'm probably gonna eat some leftover quinoa rice and black beans tonight, and then my doggos, they get like I'd say wet food for dinner. And because I stream tonight, I'm pretty sure Santa's gonna steamer meal or something from her. I don't like eat out of the freezer, but sometimes I get a little hyper focused on art and it just happens. Quick meals available. But tomorrow we're eating vegetarian spaghetti. Yummy. But tomorrow's not a stream day. So I have time to make said spaghetti. He's making your dinner. Go in there. What's up, Flirty Mango? I did a ship to store order for Renegade Rule, and I'm gonna go and pick it up one of the days that I'm out and about doing shipped orders. So Renegade Rule is quite nearly on my bookshelf very soon. I mean, no. It sounds really cool. Like I looked it up and I read the synopsis and everything, and then you telling me about it. I mean, as a fellow woman who enjoys video games and I'm here on Twitch and stuff, how could I not go out and get a copy for myself? So, not to mention my love of webtoons and graphic novels. I'm here for it. I the best. Nah, you the best. I mean, you're a published artist. You are certainly the best. Full as published artist. I mean, look at you go. Oh, it's all good. There will be more streams to come. This was kind of a tedious stream to be in anyway. I'm doing this moon, and it's a lot of detail even early on, so it's not the most active stream. I think part of it is the time that I go live too, because I usually go live around 6, and things are usually pretty slow for that first hour, and then I start seeing more people drop by for that like hour to hour and a half. But I am glad to hear that you're it's interested in my streams to be disappointed that you didn't catch the the majority of it. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Especially. Here's that really dark, tiny. I just kind of. I don't know why I made this mark here. You're gonna hop out for a bit? Well, yeah. Go relax. Do what you need to do. We stay civil. Yeah, we're gonna be nice to each other. All the good vibes in here. I wouldn't want it otherwise. Hello. And the kitty boy some love over there. You looking at? I heard. I appreciate that. Thank you. No. Think you just come over here and say nice things and walk away? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, I got a boop on my snoot. I'm just too freaking adorable like that. I get a boop snoot. That could be a fun channel point that I could add. Like a video effect where you guys get to figuratively or digitally boop my snoot. I know that might be a little too complicated for me, computer-wise. I know that it's something that people can do and that it's possible, but I don't know if I can wrap my mind around it. Me and computers are a tenuous relationship at best. I mean, compared to other people in the digital realm. You love the idea? Oh no. Sounds like I have to beg some favors from my my technical advisor. He knows who he is. My knight in shining armor, Sanzo. Teaches me all the techie things. And when you can do it for me? You got me. I mean, I appreciate that, but I just really need to like have like a credits or something that goes by on my ending screen. All digital embellishments courteous of Sanzo. Because Hope does not know the techie things. You got me? I don't even have channel points yet. I mean, I know what's gonna happen because I've got a great group that comes by and sees me and helps me build this community, but I'm not there yet. Part is pretty white. I don't need to put any shadows on that. I feel that I should go and like look up the actual names of these so that I can be like, oh, now I'm painting the Sea of Tranquility. You know, get a little educational with it. used to be like super, super into astronomy when I was a little tyke. I still have some of the books. Very, very childlike. I mean, they're educational. They do teach about space and celestial bonds, but I have one book that teaches you the constellations, and it is just plumb adorable. Needless to say, my love of spacey things really just in my art now. Maybe someday I'll get another telescope if I have children of my own someday. I would want to share that kind of thing with them. About building your own telescope. I do know that you can build your own telescopes. One of my favorite movies is about, well, not about that, but it has a character. She has her own telescope that was built for her by her. Old movie. I'm sure many people know it. Walk to Remember. I haven't watched it in a long time. It's a sad movie. It's a tragic romance. Not that I need to tell anybody that. I'm sure plenty did engineering level stuff, so you returned it. Oh, okay. It wasn't like a Mandy Moore is definitely your celeb crush. I mean, she is gorgeous. Although she was playing like a terminally ill young lady in that one, so not that her beauty was diminished at all. Yeah, I agree. Mandy Moore, she's she's a little bit I guess like I what's the word? Like I like that story, but there's a bit of an age gap there. I think around the time that everybody was really into her movies, I was probably still crushing on cartoon characters. Buying her album on vinyl. No, I don't think that liking Mandy Moore's music. Again, I mean she's slightly before my time, so I don't like know any of the lyrics or song titles by heart, but I do know that she was a singer, or that she has music out there, however you want to say it. I sort of wish that I did have I had a vinyl player, and she bring it up. Enzo thinks it's kind of weird on a vinyl player. Like more than a couple times, I've been tempted to buy one when I had a spare $90 in my wallet, and I would always talk myself out of it. I'm kind of learning from my previous mistakes. The last time I painted a moon, I'm using more than one value of shadows. Or the first time I painted a moon, it looked kind of like cutouts of the moon. They were like all the same level of definition. Little specks in them. Not really. You only buy your favorite albums on vinyl, but your dad was a DJ when he was in college. So the vinyl collection you have is insane. Wow. Did you, Lucky Duck? Built-in collection. And your dad being a DJ, his younger days, that makes him sound like a cool dad. Can you get a booth at a local antique store to sell some of it? Some of the vinyls, or just like some vintage wares in general? Uranium glass. And you need to thin your uranium glass collection. I did see your post on Instagram the other day where you had found I think it was like a candy dish of some sort. It was a uranium glass. I have to watch myself when it comes to thrifting, or my spaces get kind of cluttered. So I I tried to only thrift when I need like some found objects or something like that. Because if I go thrifting too much just for funsies, then I'm like, oh, this is so cool, I can't pass it up, and then I end up with a cluttered space just because I'm like, it's too cool to leave here with no home. Your collection is out of hand. Is there a reason why they don't make uranium glass anymore, or do they still make it? It's just like commonplace. Like I'm aware of what uranium glass is and that it glows when it's exposed to UV and stuff like that. That's how people go out and find it. But I don't know much else about it besides that, and the fact that it's vintage. Made occasionally, but the uranium is frowned. see. Imagine it's probably not great for the environment to go and source uranium, I guess. Wait, okay, so I know that uranium is one of the elements that can be radioactive. That doesn't mean that there's like glass out there that's radio. No, they wouldn't just sell it to people if it was radioactive. That's a stupid question. Forget I asked. I was about to make myself look really stupid. Oh, it is legitimately radioactive. Okay. Is it like a low enough level that it's not harmful? Like, if you like put food in it or something, like a candy dish, and then eat out of it, are you ingesting radioactive candy? Is this a quick way for me to get superpowers? Paint at super speed? Oh man, that would be nice. Well, I think I'd have to switch mediums if I paint at super speed. I don't think I could paint in oils at super speed. Do that, or I'll just have 20 paintings going at once. Wouldn't that be nice? I need a much bigger studio. A while since I went out thrifting. I see a lot of videos of people finding like really fun, funky 90s clothes. Debatable, no one really knows. It's probably not good for you to have a big collection, but drugs. Alright then. I'm learning something new. I've just like passively noticed on social media. Interesting. I realized I had been like kind of hunched over in the same position painting. Now I switched positions. I heard like 3 different bones in my back and hips pop. A noisy reminder that I am inching ever so close to 30. Enzo's gonna beat me though. Only by 6 months, so we're both gonna be old and crotchety together. So we're the same age. I'm gonna be 30 next year too. 93 babies. High five. Hey. dog is rubbing up against the couch to catch herself. Maybe it was my cat paws that I was hearing through my headphones. Get in trouble for that. Alright, I'm getting closer to a stopping point. After 20 minutes. I'm just so in love with this painting. Little bat cat. This is one of those paintings that just like there are some paintings that I'm like, this is a good idea. It's gonna be cute. It's gonna turn out nice. And there are these kinds of paintings that really, really make like this is one of the ones that if something happened and I messed it up beyond the point of being able to fix it, I would redo another canvas with it again. It's a painting that I like enough that I would persevere even through a drastic mistake. Ooh, speaking of webtoons, I think I have 2 episodes of one of my favorites to read today. Sorry, I like kind of backtracked in my brain and your names on my screen. I remembered again that I get to go and pick up a copy of your graphic novel. But I think I have 2 episodes of Let's Play waiting for me. You didn't tell me. Let's see, you coded a kibble shooter for your cat using a Raspberry Pi and a motor? Oh my god. That's cool. So you're not just like art smart, you're also like full on techie smart that you can code a little mini computer like that. You're amazing. Yes, please. Actually, you can you drop it in my Discord. I think the link is on my about. Should be. Go in there, react to the welcome with the little check mark, unlock the server, and please put it in my my Fuzzies channel. I want to see this video. I will definitely watch it. Get off. You're a soldering queen. Oh man, you're gonna enjoy Santo's channel whenever he gets started again. He knows all about that kind of stuff. Planning on doing some maker streams, soldering, like turning vintage radios into Bluetooth speakers. Ooh, I love that. Actually, that kind of relates to like what my dream car would be to like have like an old vintage like Chevrolet of some sort, but with like present day technology behind all of the vintage faces and stuff. That's freaking cool. I'm so like glad I got to meet somebody. It's not working. Uh-oh. Like my link expired and I need to fix it. If I can pull my link here on my phone. This link is expired too. I hope it's not. It's from August. Go into my Twitch app. Here. Paste. Hopefully that's a valid, unexpired link for you. I don't have my. I'll just have to remember to update it. Off. Got it. Hack the planet. I have no more audio. So if there's any sound alerts or anything, I'm sorry if I miss it. It on me. My ears were starting to hurt anyway. They're good earbuds, but after a little while. Don't forget to go to the welcome channel and react, otherwise you won't have access to anything. Okay, good. You got in and you got it posted. Awesome. I'm gonna go and look at it when I get off the stream. Getting pretty close. To fill in this and this. Big dark spot. Ready to buy and go feed myself. I'm just not ready to tackle this very complicated area right now. Pretty fried, so I think that's it for tonight. Got a whole moon pretty much covered in one stream. It's a little thin and it's a little spotty here and there, but that's because I didn't waste anybody's time with any excessive blending this time around. But got to meet some new people, and thank you, Shadow Song. I know that you already said bye, but I'm gonna thank you for your follow regardless. And I got an off of stream follow from Paint Monkey, which I appreciate. All my followers getting that much closer to some emotes, which I'm so excited for. Oh, I could switch to some chatting screen. Probably be easier to say goodnight if it's like this. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and have some leftover dinner from yesterday, or I think it was yesterday. Yeah. And yeah. Everybody have a good night. Thank you so much for your company. This was a really fun stream. Which, I mean, between you guys and this painting, I really couldn't not have fun. So thank you. And good night. Oh wait, before I leave, Mango, are you still here? If you are still here, I don't know if you ever actually got to stop by whenever I was showing off the resins, but I do have a few of them handy right here. The recycled paint resin. I made some little earrings. These are all recycled paint and resin. And then I got one matching set out of that one project session. Little purple butterflies, little thing here. And then this is a little box, little blue box. Kind of hard to see with the reflections off of the resin from the light, but you know. But yeah, wanted to give that a little peek, just in case you hadn't seen it, because I know that you had requested getting to see some of the little resin trinkets. But yeah, I'm gonna officially, for good, say goodnight, but thank you.